Internationalization is defined as the process of developing an application whose feature designs and code design do not make assumptions based on a single locale. The U.S. Ticketmaster site is internationalized because visitors to the website are able to input their location, and the website then becomes customized to their location. The U.S. site also links to all of the local versions of the Ticketmaster website. This increases user satisfaction of the U.S. Ticketmaster website and improves their loyalty to the website. Localization is the process of making a specific version of the product for a target market, which includes translating the user interface and customizing features. The Qatar version of the Ticketmaster website is a localized version of the global website, and it is successful in that it provides users with a choice of English or Arabic and shows the ticket prices in Qatari riyals instead of US dollars. It tries to transfer the same features over from the US website, but the sidebars do not seem to work as they are not clickable and do not have any information under them. These problems decrease the user's trust, satisfaction, and loyalty to the local version of the website. Globalization refers to the world becoming a global village in which time has ceased and space has vanished. A lot of the elements seen on both of the Ticketmaster websites are elements found on the majority of websites these days, such as navigation bars, buttons, slideshows, and sidebars, and these globalized elements help the users understand the content on the website and make it easier for them to navigate a new website for the first time. Globalization helps increase the user's trust, satisfaction, and loyalty. Culturalization is a reaction to globalization, and it emerged as an opposite trend which promotes local identity and highlights cultural values and traditions. Neither of the Ticketmaster websites are really culturalized, which we think is a good choice because Ticketmaster is a global company and should have localized websites but not so much culturalized websites because they want to attract customers from all different cultures and backgrounds. Our recommendations are: number 1, include the location bar in the Qatar version of the site so that it matches the US site. Qatari users should be able to specify their current locations within the country, as well as have easy access to other versions of the website should they choose to visit them. 2, fix all of the problems with the localized Qatar website, such as the sidebars in the hot tickets and the new and coming soon tabs being empty. Number 3, add a navigation bar to the top of the Qatar website so that it is consistent with the US website. Number 4, make the footer for the Qatar website consistent with the footer of the US website. It is missing a lot of links right now. According to Shen, interface metaphors are ways to represent something on the computer screen to the user in a language that the user understands. Neither of the Ticketmaster websites really use metaphors aside from some common web interface metaphors, such as responsive buttons that look and interact with users just like buttons in real life, the drop-down menus in the navigation bar, which are similar to file folders that open up, tabs, which are similar to file folders with different tabs, having a shopping cart, which is similar to having a physical shopping cart that someone might use at a grocery store, and finally slideshows and showcases of events, which are like pages of a book that the user can flip through. The usage of metaphors helps users navigate a new website more easily and may increase their trust, satisfaction, and loyalty in the website. 5. While the US site has a shopping cart that allows users to shop for multiple tickets at a time, the Qatar website does not use this metaphor. We would recommend that the Qatar website also utilize the shopping cart metaphor and add a shopping cart icon to the top of their page. 6. The buttons in the sidebar of the Qatar website do not seem to react to user interaction, which should be fixed because users are expecting them to work like buttons in the real world.
The homepage of both websites are dominated by black backgrounds. The Qatar version includes a geometric shape behind the content of the website, including colors such as pink, blue, orange, and gray. The black makes the websites look simple and easy to navigate through. It contrasts with the context, which is included within a white box, and as a result, the websites appear more readable. Black and white are preferred to unnatural colors such as bright green, blue, or red. The colorful geometric image in the background of the Qatar website seems random as they are not relevant to the branding of Ticketmaster. More than 5 colors is proven to be distracting and make the website look less professional. Colors are usually associated with certain moods. For example, blue makes people think the site is dependable. As the Qatar website uses multiple colors, it is difficult to predict how a user would react to the web design. For recommendations, number 7. When one searches Ticketmaster on Google, the logo of the brand is colored black and white, which justifies why the American version does not use as many colors as that of Qatar. The Qatar website should stick to a black background for all pages of its website as the American version does. This would establish brand cohesion and coordination. Number 8. If the designer wishes to maintain the geometric shape, I recommend reducing the number of colors. More More specifically, I suggest making the entire geometric shape white. In general, the designer should agree on 2 or 3 colors at the most, and colors that are either relevant to the brand or will make the brand appear more attractive. On the homepage of the US site, the left-hand side shows the different categories of events for which users could purchase tickets. Both the US and Qatar versions of the Ticketmaster website display tabs for popular events as well as upcoming and new events. The US homepage, however, includes a search bar, whereas the Qatar homepage does not. There are also lists of popular examples under each category under the categories on the US site. On the Qatar site, the category tabs are misleading as they are not linked to any URLs. These differences illustrate the importance of accessibility and efficiency to US customers. The Qatar website implies that users simply buy tickets for events shown under the Popular Tickets tab. Without proper redirection and a lot of white space, Qatar customers may not be as concerned with having as many options. Americans have high individualism, and therefore they want more freedom to choose which events to go to. Those who live in Qatar are accustomed to low individualism, as a country is a collectivist nation. Therefore, designers of the Qatar site do not provide as many choices and alternatives for the users who are complacent with the minimal amount of the information on the site. For recommendations number 9, the categories within the Qatar page need to be linked to actual pages. There is no purpose of the listing of categories if users are unable to click and view a list of events or artists under each category. Similarly, there should be a list of events under the New Events tab. There are currently no events or artists listed, and like the categories in the left panel, the tab serves no purpose without anything for the viewers to click. For number 10, there is a lot of white space in the Qatar site. The white space should be reduced by expanded lists of artists under the categories as displayed in the American version. The white space could also be replaced by advertisements, which will make the site look not only more appealing but also more professional. Number 11, the backgrounds of all the site pages must be uniform. Some pages have a white textured background and some pages have a clean black background. Users may get confused and may wonder if they have remained on the same company site or if they have been redirected to an outside link. In order to establish consistency, it is imperative that all the pages appear fairly similar to one another. Number 12, the Qatar version should also have a search bar. The content of the websites best fits the anarchist approach. The information on the sites are simple lists and not descriptive paragraphs. If given any descriptions, the statements are very concise. Unlike that of Qatar, the US version provides fan reviews of the artists and their shows. In addition, the layout of the page through which users select number of tickets and location of seats is not similar throughout the Qatar site. The pages differ by artist, which signifies lack of coordination and agreement. The layout of the pages of the US version, however, is predictable as the pages are similar to one another. When selecting seats and number of tickets, users are able to expect what they will see and easily recognize where they must click to proceed. The designers of the respective sites translated elements according to locality instead of overall brand uniformity.
Following on from the analysis, we made prototypes of the US and Qatar webpage of Ticketmaster to illustrate the recommendations that we suggested. This is how the US website looked like, and according to the popular opinion, it was very cluttered with text which made it difficult to navigate through it. Also, its categories on the left-hand side were causing an eye constraint. We thus decided to remove the links on the left-hand side and instead place them as a drop-down navigation button to ease navigation. And now the same categories can be accessed by clicking on the drop-down button. If you choose a category, for example music, it takes you to the next box and showcases the popular events with a link to see all the music events. By clicking on that, it takes you to the music page, which again has been simplified from its older version in that we have gotten rid of noise from the text and placed it in the drop-down button. You can thus access all the same features easily by clicking on the drop-down button and then choosing, for example, the category option, which shows all the different genres for which tickets can be purchased. We also decided to improve users' trust in the website, and for that, we added a Safe and Secure button on top of the page, as you can see. Once you click on the Safe and Secure button, it takes you to the page, which is aimed at increasing users' trust in the website by providing information about why a purchase from Ticketmaster is a great option, and how the company guarantees safety of privacy of its customers, and how the return policy helps customers ease into buying products from the website. The security section is aimed at increasing users' trust in an online purchase by showing the verification from established financial platforms such as PayPal, Visa, and MasterCard.
So here this is a rough sketch of how the website could be improved. The background is blue because it's a neutral color, and I've added other tabs and categories such as music, sports, performing arts, family, and education. Here we have the language element just to make sure that the culture is taken into consideration. Here we have an element taken from the international website, which is the location bar, and users can put other areas in the tab. Here I changed the the wording of the ticket to just announced, just like the international website. And here the footers which are available in every page are the follow us, about us, work with us, and help. Now let's imagine a scenario where a user books a ticket. So here's an example of how a user can book a ticket. So if you click on the music category, it will take you to this page. Here you might find a recent music event or upcoming music event. Here we can have a faster way of filtering the event. Here in category we have what type of music. So the underlined words are what a user might choose. So for example, if I choose pop, I might choose Ed Sheeran after that. My venue will be QNCC. My date will be 25th of March. And then I click see tickets. After that, the user will be taken to this page of the artist. Here you find the artist profile. You have the info, such as the venue, the place, what time. And here you would see what type of tickets that you can choose. And as usual, again, you have the footer, which is consistent every page. And that's the process.